Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you are thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. I've got my ISIS bride backdrop back. Years ago, I had it when I first started my YouTube. And then I had a friend who came in and helped me like set up my configuration, because I had a really cool backdrop. She's like, let's use your kitchen area, and it looks really cool, but because I film in a second bedroom now, like, it just doesn't look as cool, and it's all cluttered and stuff. So the ISIS bride backdrop is back. Okay, lots going on today. Gonna be shooting a couple videos. The sea troll killing plastic straw for this video is going to the geniuses at ABC News, who just got caught big time helping out Senator Knee Pads in the debate. And let's talk about that, shall we? Okay, not coincidentally, conspiracy theorist, right here. As we all know, yesterday, another assassin tried to take a shot at President Trump, and somehow this guy just magically knew where Trump was going to be, even though it had never been announced and it wasn't a campaign stop. And he was literally on the golf course in Palm Beach playing golf. And somehow this Biden-Harris voter, who is like a Ukraine fanatic, just so happened to be able to get in and take a shot. And I don't know, man, some of the milk ain't clean about this. And a lot of people are like, look, at this point, it's so obvious it's an inside job. Like, the Secret Service, either at the Secret Service or Department of Homeland Security, some people are saying, that basically tipped this guy off. And this guy's like, you know, stage 5 TDS, stage 5 Ukraine warmonger. And he was also just like the other Thomas Crooks. Thomas Crooks, remember, was in a BlackRock commercial. This lunatic, what's his face? Ryan Roush or something like that. Matthew Roush. I don't know. Whatever the guy's name is. It doesn't matter. There's going to be another one. And God keeps smacking these people down. And it's like, he was also in some sort of like Ukraine propaganda video that was produced by the deep state. It's like, that's curious. Anyway, I'm sure the guy will be suicided forthwith. We won't hear much more from this guy. But it was very coincidental, because as that was going on, why, there was an affidavit that was promised by an ABC whistleblower that we heard about last week after the debate happened. And the whistleblower was like, the report was, and leading report had this, and other people on X picked it up. And basically it was ABC, there's a whistleblower that ABC gave Kamala Harris sample debate questions. They made sure that Trump would get fact-checked and not her. They would not ask certain, actually, we didn't know about this part. What we heard last week was that she was given sample questions and that she would not be fact-checked, but Trump would. Now, ABC News was crickets for basically most of the weekend. And David Muir and Lindsay Davis, crickets for most of the weekend. And obviously, David Muir and Lindsay Davis were the moderators on this thing. And ABC News finally came out with this tepid, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a non-denial, like very, very, worded very precisely, basically saying, we at ABC News did not give Kamala Harris the debate, we strongly, support independent journalism, or whatever the stupid statement was. Maybe I'll insert it here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is that, yeah, the affidavit's real. The whistleblower's real. And I'm going to just read a few things from this affidavit. Now, the whistleblower came out and he said that essentially, yes, that Kamala Harris was given not given the debate questions precisely, and that's probably what ABC News was trying to hang their hat on, they're like, well, she didn't give them the exact questions, gave her some sample questions, which was not allowed. Donald Trump didn't get any sample questions or questions that might be asked. Then she was also promised that her record as Attorney General of California and her time as a San Francisco prosecutor would not be brought up. She was promised that Trump would get fact-checked and she would not. It was promised that Joe Biden's cognitive decline would not be brought up because obviously she covered for him just like everybody else did for the last 5 years. So all the things that the whistleblower said would be in there were in there, and some extra stuff. So I'm going to read just portions of this affidavit. We'll be inserting this as I read it. Let's see. The allegations. Well, I'm gonna put, this is a Shadow of Ezra tweet. I'm gonna read a little bit from it. Kamala Harris received similar questions in advance of the debate. Number 2, the Harris administration allegedly prevented ABC from questioning Joe Biden's health. Yes. They reportedly blocked inquiries into allegations against Kamala Harris's brother-in-law, accused of embezzling billions in taxpayer money. And by the way, her brother-in-law is rumored to be like shortlisted to be in her cabinet or very high-level advisor. ABC employees are said to be fearful of potential retribution from Trump. Not from Trump, excuse me. ABC, I think Shadow of Ezra was getting this wrong here. Basically, the ABC employees that were supportive of Trump, they were afraid of getting retribution, having their jobs threatened because of that. I mean, duh. Let's see. The whistleblower claims to have secret recordings proving that the Harris administration pressured moderators to fact-check Trump, and ABC was allegedly instructed on which questions to avoid during the debate. Now, I went on TV the night of the debate, and I said, listen, even though the rest of you were like, oh, Kamala Harris clearly won that debate. No, she didn't. Everything she said was canned. It was word salad. It was obviously rehearsed. And at the time, it was just starting to come out. It's like this woman 100% got the questions in advance because everything she said was completely rehearsed. So either they war gamed every single possible question that she could have gotten, and she memorized every single possible answer that she could have had, or they had the questions in advance. And I was like, obviously, this dumb, literal and political whore got the questions in advance. So, what we have now, David Muir, Lindsay Davis. Oh, and Lindsay Davis, what's her face, was Kamala Harris' sorority sister. I don't know. I don't think they were in the sorority at the same time, but they were sorority sisters, and there was no recusal of Lindsay Davis from this. There's been crickets from David Muir and Lindsay Davis about these allegations. And I love that this whistleblower is like, listen, I mailed a copy, certified letter to myself on September 9th. Keep in mind, the debate was on September 10th. I emailed a certified letter to myself on September 9th. I emailed a certified letter to Mike Johnson on September 9th, and I FedExed it, basically suicide-proofing himself. There were rumors earlier this morning that this person had died in a car accident, which, if you know anything about the deep state, you know that car accidents are one of their preferred ways of doing their wet work. That's not being confirmed or denied. Some people are like, no, that's fake news. Some people are like, yeah, the person is dead. I don't know. My guess is, I hope that he's in a secure location. He or she is in a secure location, and that they are being very careful about who they talk to and where they go. Now, this person says that they have audio recordings of ABC News telling Harris what they would and would not do, and Harris campaign telling ABC News what things they would not or would not do during this debate. So the idea, as Joe Biden would say, the idea, see, they had two very specific jobs during these two debates. So Trump has done two debates, one with Joe Biden, one with Kamala Harris. The Biden debate was basically done. So Joe Biden would be exposed and he would have to be removed from the ticket. Like that's the whole reason the Biden debate went forward, and Biden didn't get the questions in advance and whatever. So that was to get rid of Joe Biden. The debate with Harris was meant to save Harris and meant to make Harris look capable and not a moron and all the things that all the pundits were told to say right after the debate. And I said, I'm sorry, I give the edge to Trump because he's real, okay? He is genuine, he's authentic. Kamala Harris is a cipher. She's a radical cipher, but she's a cipher. Tabula rasa. Put whatever you want into her, she'll spit it back out. And that's what we all saw. We saw rehearsed, canned answers during that debate. And I think that it is no coincidence at all that we've got another assassination attempt that happened on Donald Trump the day the affidavit came out. And Mark Penn, the former Clinton pollster, former Clinton advisor, he came out and he said, there are a few honest Democrats left. And by the way, this person, this ABC employee is like, I'm not a Trump supporter at all. But this is so effed up and so wrong. And as journalists and as a news organization, we're basically Pravda at this point. It's Soviet level, Goebbels level propaganda. You can't do this and be a news organization. Mark Penn, Clinton pollster, was like, listen, I have been in contact with this person. This happened last week. And he said the affidavit's going to drop over the weekend. And all of us had been waiting. And sure enough, it was dropped on Sunday. So again, right as the assassination attempt was going on. I mean, I don't think there are any coincidences anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I think that these people, their geese are cooked, and Trump's got all their numbers, and they're going to keep trying to kill him, and God's going to be like, nope, not today, Satan. And that's what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. We are fighting against evil, demonic powers. We fight not against flesh and blood, but against powers that are beyond our sight and comprehension. Demonic versus angelic. And in the angelic conflict, ladies and gentlemen, God wins. So keep faith, keep plugging along, and get the truth out to everyone you know. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thy will be done. Bye.